Hey everybody, I just wanted to introduce you to what we're doing right here at the beginning of the semester and why we're doing it. Um, Basically, we're starting out the course by looking at how artificial intelligence can help you with your teaching. If for some reason you don't want to use AI at all, let me know. I don't want you to have to use it. But let me tell you a little bit about why I'm recommending it. I'm starting out the class in this way because, frankly, it takes years to get really good at lesson design and creating resources like, handouts and materials, rubrics, all that kind of stuff. All those things your students need. It takes a long time. But your students need you to be as proficient as possible right away. Um, they don't have time necessarily for you to, figure out what you're doing. And if you can get good at using AI, it can really help. It's still not going to take you to where you're going to be in a few years, but I think you'll have better quality everything just immediately. I've created a plan for how to do this, including the prompts that you would need. I've tried to make it as simple as possible. But I don't think that what I've created is anywhere close to ideal. So I suspect if we all experiment and play with the basic concept that I'm sharing, that we can create something much better. We're going to need to co-create, discuss, but use mine at first to get the general idea, and then we'll start making it better. Here are a couple things I'm sure of. One is that you need to feed the AI a lot of quality information about yourself, about your context, about your students, in order to get a result that is well tailored to your needs. That's one of the reasons why I don't love Magic School. Um, it produces things that are pretty good, lessons that are pretty good, but it doesn't do that thing where it, creates something where it understands what students have already done, it understands where students are going, so that lesson, fits into a bigger plan. And that's really important. So that's definitely one thing that I know for sure. I also know that you're going to get much, much better results from an AI that is a pro version. And I'm going to talk more about that shortly. So basically, I think learning to use AI in this way will help keep you afloat. I don't think it's the be all and end all. I think as time passes, you'll use AI less or use it in very different ways. But once you feel like you're floating, like you're doing a pretty good job, I hope that's what we can do at the very beginning here. Then we'll start thinking about what truly exceptional courses would be like and how to get there. So I want you to feel comfortable and like you're basically able to do this difficult job. And I want you to imagine something way different, way better, an amazing future for yourself and your students. And this is a strategies course. So, what strategies would you need to create just a truly magical course, a remarkable course that would set you and your students on fire? That's kind of where we're going next. So, get you afloat. Make sure you're able to do the job you're doing, but then imagine something much more amazing. All right. So I said I was going to come back to this idea of using a pro version. Um, so there are two types of things that you may need to do. One is you might need to upload student work, like if you wanted to get feedback on that work. Um, you might need to do things that would require uploading some sensitive information. Um, if you have to do something like that, and we're not going to be looking at that much in this course, um, you should probably use Copilot, the AI called Copilot, because it has, the FERPA compliance, FERPA, FERPA compliance that's required. Um, I would still remove students' names if you're uploading work. I would try not to upload any sensitive information. Um, but if you're doing anything where you're at all concerned about FERPA compliance, I would use Copilot. And specifically when you use it, you have to log in with your Bobcats email because the University System of Georgia is providing the privacy protection for you in Copilot. So Copilot is what I would use for that type of work. It is the version that the USG is providing is free, and it's pretty good. So that's one AI that I would recommend. But I kind of think that you should use two. And the second one that I would recommend is Gemini Pro. Now, it is not FERPA compliant, and so you wouldn't use it for anything sensitive, but just for, generating lesson plans, rubrics, no sensitive information, no student names, nothing like that. I think Gemini Pro, you're going to find it's giving you the best. Now, the reason I'm recommending that one instead of, for example, Claude or ChatGPT, which are equally good, is that Gemini is offering Pro for free to students for a year. I'm paying $20 a month for it. You can get it for free. And I will put some information in the module for how you can get that. That offer is only good through, I feel like it was early October. So if you want it, get it now. It's the one I use because I think it's the best at the moment because it hallucinates almost never. And it shows where it's getting all its information so I can go check. Really love it. It does have two weird things about it. One is that sometimes I give it a prompt and it just spins. That happens maybe 20% of the time. And when that happens, I just close it out, reopen, and put the prompt in again, and it usually works. I don't know why it has that problem. It's easy to fix, though. The other problem I have, I'm going to show you. Let me kind of demonstrate this. So I'm going to open Gemini. Hang on a second here. I want to kind of show you the whole thing. So I've already got an account. So I'm going to go to Gemini. It already knows me. So let's say I wanted to copy and paste something into Gemini. First, I have to, I guess, grab something to copy and paste. I'm just going to copy a couple sentences that I just said. Hang on a second. I need to get back to where it was. Okay. So normally, to copy and paste a prompt in, I'd just do, I've got a Mac, so I would do Control V. But as you can see, instead it puts a weird little picture right here. I don't like this at all. And it doesn't seem to work well. Sometimes it says it can't even see it. But if I do a special format paste, then it's fine. And on my Mac, it's Command Option Shift V. I have to put all those down at once. Then you can see what I just copied is in there. Yeah, weird. So I'm going to put some information in the module about how to paste into Gemini well if you are trying to you'll get it to show up like that. And I'll explain how I think you might do it on a PC as well. So anyway, those are the two weird things about Gemini. Sometimes it spins. It's kind of hard to copy and paste things in, especially prompts. But what it's capable of is amazing. So let me point out a little bit about how to use it well. Up in this corner, you'll see you have a choice between Pro and Flash. I would use Flash only for simple questions. You know, how big is the biggest elephant? I don't know. Um, for most things that you're doing, you're going to want to have it on Pro. That means it's really going to think through things. And if you click where it says tools, you'll see that it can create videos. I don't really recommend trying that. It's not very good at it yet. Wait on that. Mostly I use deep research, or I don't use any tool at all sometimes. Um, I don't often use images. I haven't really tried Canvas yet, but I'm definitely interested in us using the guided learning. But for now, I would recommend if you're creating like unit plans or other materials for class, I wouldn't use any of the tools. I'd just make sure it's set on Pro. If you're trying to, for example, generate a reading for students and you need the AI to go research, I would use deep research. I think you are going to be stunned at the quality that Gemini can produce. And I'll probably make another video for later that shows you that. I think I've said enough. We can all agree I've said enough here. So let me stop the share. And the last thing that I wanted to note is the work that you're doing for this particular module, be prepared to share it in our next class and talk with a partner or partners about what you came up with. Because, like I said, if the better this can be, this initial piece that you're working on that you're going to feed to an AI, the better it can be, I'm telling you, it's going to make a huge difference. All right, I'm going to be quiet and I will see you later.